Yeah, he was a giant Mexican guy. He was huge. I could never see his face the whole time. It was like the lights were dimming for him as he walked through the bar. And I just thought, that whole scene was really, it was over the top, but it was really cool to watch.
Yeah, like a fantastic opening. Because it just sets the whole mythology for the rest of the film, and so you're just like, oh, this guy's crazy. And then as you see him actually get into fights, you're like, oh, well, everything that he was telling was probably a real story.
Yeah.
So, that's very. I'm glad you shared that. That's a great scene, man. But
thank you.
My final question for you: do you have a favorite action film? Just like a action, it could be anything. But what's your favorite action film? And don't say Fast and Furious, please.
They're the best. What are you talking about? Let me think. I was thinking when you asked me, that my first thought was maybe The Matrix that was my first thought, and then I was trying to think, what have I seen, beyond that, and I'd have to say probably it's a close tie between the first John Wick and Atomic Blonde.
Oh wow! Okay, yeah.
I feel like those are like just the action sequences in those movies are on another level of any other type of action movie that I have seen, or that basically that I've seen. So I'll ask you the same question. What is your favorite action film?
That's a very hard question.
It's a little hard for me to answer that too, but
I have it. I got it, dude.
Okay.
You can't argue with this. T2, Judgment Day.
Oh yes, classic. Yeah.
That movie rules, and it still rules today. I even went and saw it in 3D, and it was fucking rad.
Yeah, I know, man. I was so jealous when you got to see it. It's a good movie. I think that's when Arnold was at his peak too.
Yes, definitely. Predator, Commando, all the True Lies, all that good stuff.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good choice, man. I like that one.
Yeah, I had to. It would be either that or Matrix, but I definitely stand behind your contemporary picks, man. The choreography alone in John Wick and Atomic Blonde is just like it's unheard of, and
it's above. It's like I said, it's a whole nother level of action that we're not used to seeing in movies in the recent years.
Yeah, just so clean and executed incredibly well. So good pick, sir. Good pick.
Thank you, and good pick for you as well, Wes.
Thank you.
The Swan.
Hey, so I have a couple interviews going back to 95. I thought it's always fun to put something up from the time that we're talking about. So I have 2 interviews. I think we should start with Salma because ladies go first, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so here's the interview where they talk a little bit about their experiences on the set.
Awesome.
Salma, you're not playing the typical action movie heroine in this film, not by a long shot. Can you explain some of the fun you had in this?
Oh, yes. I really wanted to create a character that was strong but very feminine, that was sexy but funny. And with Robert's help, I think it came through that way. It worked. So it was exciting. It was a lot of fun. You were there. Mm-hmm. We had the pleasure of having you there.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever bruise yourself badly?
Oh boy, did I ever bruise myself badly? Yes, I have scars, but they're good luck scars because they're coming from a good movie. Yes, I did a lot of the action stuff. I loved the flying, that you were there, and I didn't like some of the other stuff, like Antonio sometimes. I love Antonio, but Antonio sometimes would hit me with the guitar. He has it, and he's turning, and it's like, Antonio! And then with the spur, he was clumsy with the spur, and it's like, we're coming up the stairs, and I'm behind him, and he's running, he really gets into it, and he's like, boom, boom, boom. I don't know what he does with his feet, but it's like hitting me in the leg, and Antonio, the spur. Because you couldn't see my face. So there was some other stuff, that was not as fun, but overall, yeah, it was great.
Now, since then, you've made Mi Dark Alley, which I believe the Spanish name for that is...
El Callejón de los Milagros. I did it before.
It was very well received in Berlin. Could you tell us a little bit about the character you play in that film?
Oh, yes, it's a brilliantly written character. It's based on a novel by Naguib Mahfouz, who's a wonderful writer. He won a Nobel Prize in Literature. And she's just a woman that, like Carolina, has a lot of dreams. She comes from a very poor background in Mexico. And she's been fitted into her head that because she's beautiful, she deserves a better life. And she gets very confused in choosing which way she's going to go in life, looking for this better life. And something terrible, all these terrible things happen to her. And it's just such a round character. It was such a pleasure playing it because you can go to all these different colors. The film has won 25 awards so far. I've won 4 awards for Best Actress, and we're still going to a lot of stuff. So I'm excited about that film, too.
Now, is it difficult for you to walk around some areas of Los Angeles without people swarming to you because of their familiarity with your TV performances?
Yeah, but it feels good. It feels great. It brings you memories. It feels at home. It's always nice to feel loved. So I like it. I don't complain about that.
Now, you've managed, it seems so far, to make the jump from one country's cinema to American cinema. Do you look back on this as a formidable achievement?
Yes. Yes.
And a difficult one?
And a very difficult one. And Jill, I just made this probably the biggest achievement in my life. I just got a part that was written for an American girl, and that it was given to me just because I was out of the auditions and the director told me this. I didn't get it because I was a Mexican, and they didn't stop me from getting it because I was a Mexican. They gave it to me because for the director, it was the best performance. And it didn't stop them that I was a Mexican to give it to me. And it's a movie with Russell Crowe. It's only 2 characters. It's called Breaking Up. I'm very excited about it. We start the 28th.
Finally, I would like you to say on camera that while you were changing in your dressing room, I was a gentleman and I did keep my eyes closed.
Yes, let me tell you this. I gave him an interview. We were rushed in time. He was about to leave the town. I didn't have time to do it before. So while I'm dressing, Jill, with his eyes shut, is asking me the questions, and all these people are dressing me, and I'm answering all the stuff, and he kept his eyes closed the whole time. He was there for a long time, too. Thank you, Jill.
Thank you.
All right, that was Selma's interview. Pretty interesting stuff, right, James?
Yeah, definitely.
Did you want to talk about anything in between the interviews, or should I just roll with Antonio's?
I'd say let's just jump into the Antonio's. I really want to hear that one.
Okay, cool. Hopefully you can hear it okay. Here it is, guys.
Here we are hanging out in Antonio's living room. Got El Mariachi. Oh, no, this is Desperado on.
That's right.
Tell me, is there a part of your body that wasn't bruised by the time this was all over with?
No. The whole thing. The whole thing. I got hit in every little part of my body. So it was quite tough, but at the same time, I think it's worth it for the movie. You know, you can see the guy is the real guy. There is no stunt guys there. It's myself just being hit. That's kind of good.
Was this the fulfillment of a kind of fantasy for you to play this kind of swashbuckling hero?
In a way, it was, yeah. Since I was a kid, I was just watching this Western on TV and movie theaters, and now it was like jumping to the other side of the mirror and being the hero. It's like quite of a dream that came true, in a way.
What is Robert Rodriguez like to work with?
It's great. It's great. He's open. Fundamentally, he's a very open person, you know, open to ideas coming from the actors, different options, bringing a new, fresh air to the set. He doesn't look even like a director. He takes immediately the camera. He put the steady camera on, and he's working with the camera all the time. And I don't know. He loves to improvise, and he's a very good director. He's different.
What do you think is the biggest difference between making movies in Spain and making movies here in the States?
There are a bunch of differences, but we can start saying that in Spain we used to do movies with blood and tears, and here in America the movies are done with money. So with the money that we did, not this movie particularly because it's not such an expensive movie, but Interview with a Vampire, for example, we can do in Spain like 10 movies, easy. So the economy is fundamentally, and after in Europe is, it's more the author, the director is the owner, absolutely the owner of the project. And in the States, the actors are more the owner of the project. It's more the star system working here than in Europe. In Europe, it's more like novelist. The director is more like a novelist, like a playwright or something like that.
You and Salma develop a very nice give and take, very nice chemistry. What would she like to work with?
It's gorgeous, easy and fantastic. She got an incredible rhythm inside as an actress. And so it's very easy working with an actress that is giving you the answer that she's giving me. And it's true. I mean, when you feel before you see the dailies, before you see anything on the screen, you know that the chemistry between both of us is working. It's something that you can feel it on your skin. So it was very, very nice. She got a lot of sense of humor too, and that's very important because I think I thought that sense of humor is just equal to intelligence.
Finally, this movie will come out at a time when school begins again in the States. Do you remember what your first day of school was like?
It was horrible, always. The end of the holidays, it was horrible always. Yeah. Ugh, bad. I don't want to remember that time.
Well, thank you very much, and congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. That was Antonio's interview for Desperado. That was
cool.
Back in '95, dude.
Wow, that's a while. That's a while away. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Thank you. I thought it would bring that extra little something to this. So I'm glad you enjoyed it. Do you want to jump into our Swan facts?
Yeah, let's jump into it, man. I'm kind of excited to hear them for this movie.
I have a few, so let's start. Okay.
Right.
So instead of squibs, which are basically the blood packs that are commonly used in the industry, as for gunshots and stuff, they explode inside your shirt or wherever it may be. So for most of the kills, they didn't use those on this. They used what's called or what Robert refers to as a guacamole gun. Which is a long barrel pressured gun filled with fake blood that's usually set up slightly off screen.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so when they're like it's almost like air pressure, like they're like blasting this blood into the actor's face while the other actor is pretending to fire, at them. So it's pretty interesting.
So it's a different way to do it. That's awesome.
Definitely. like I said before, Antonio actually did all his own guitar work and stunts for this film.
That's pretty crazy that they would him do that. Which is
yeah,
awesome.
Like when they jump from roof to roof, that crazy scene, that they really did it.